What is up, guys? It's your boy Black Roo back with another video. Before we get started here, let's cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Roo investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Let's share the screen here. When I found this information, proof that this banking family owns a chunk of XRP, this really got me going. Like, excuse me, really got me going. So let's go ahead and share this here. So, and I'm using this, by the way, whomever, this is fair use. These are the holdings of, it should say here in the front, you can see that name, Edmund Day Red Shield. Okay, we know who we're talking about. You can see it there if you're watching the video here. So I'm not going to say the name because I don't want one of those little factoids or whatever, but you can see it right now. What I want to zoom in on and let you know about here, very important to understand this. So there's a group. They're called SBI Holdings. Okay. Now let's do a little research into who SBI Holdings is. Okay. And shout out to guys who are watching it live now. Shout out to you guys who are also watching the recording. SBI Holdings, as I can remember, they're a Japanese company. Okay. But they have his fingerprints over them, right? Edmund Day Red Shield. Okay. That guy. So SBI Group, we've heard of these guys before, right? We've seen this insignia before. SBI Group, SBI Holdings, sometimes referred to as Strategic Business and Innovator Group, is a financial services company based in Tokyo, Japan. The group's businesses and companies are held primarily at SB Holdings. We've seen that insignia before, right? I'm sure everyone's seen that before. So through SBI Holdings, right? We got that little kind of swoosh like Nike. There's a whole bunch of Saturn worship type of deals into that, but we won't even go into that different subject for my Rokfin people, which means, oh, let me start my Rokfin here, by the way. I'm up here messing up. What's up, you guys? I'm Rokfin. We're going to get into this popular, well-known banking family owns a chunk of XRP. Okay. So again, this is fair use, what I'm going to bring to you right now. So you can go ahead and look here just for the Rokfin people, because I started the Rokfin a little late. You can see Edmund Day Red Shield, right? I don't have to worry about this on Rokfin, but I do have to worry about it on YouTube. So now we just saw who they are. SBI Holdings. They're a Japanese company, but I know everyone's seen this logo before. But if we go back here, it tells us, it's taking a little bit to load. Well, anyways, they say it's a Japanese financial company. Okay. There it is, right there. So, okay. So now we dig into this here. And what we're going to find is SBI Holdings on I believe this is saying this on the Japanese market, but anyways, um, it says SBI owns a 8.7 stake in Ripple's XRP. So that's hugely important. And this is from 2018, by the way. So it's not just that they own a stake and they just own a stake in Ripple, the company. They own 8.7% XRP. Okay, so that's huge. And if you want to come over here, there's another document here from like 2022. And it basically says that they still kind of own a piece of SBI Holdings, which I'm assuming it doesn't say because it stripped it out of there, that piece that they still own is that piece of Ripple. Okay. May not be able to show you that because I remember it being really difficult to search in this 2022 document. But we'll try. We'll try here. So here it is, SBI Holdings. So still, they have that chunk of SBI Holdings, okay? So that's huge, right? You can assume that a person like this isn't trying to hold out for XRP to get to $1, right? You know what I mean? For it to get back to $1. Person like this probably holding for the long haul, right? And just remember what we brought up before here. Central banks to set standards on banks' crypto exposure. Now this is kind of the clearest I've seen this written, right? Basically it says new standard limits, but they can't hold it right now. Central banks, as far as the laws go, cannot hold crypto right now, as far as I know. Okay. But coming in on January 1st, so 1/1, that has some implications to God Janus. That's another whole Rokfin type subject, but I'm gonna move on. So 2% by central banks in 2025, January 1st, 2025. Okay. All central banks globally can own 2% of cryptos. So what cryptos do you think they're going to go for? Probably ones like XRP that are sitting in the hands of the red shields, right? Probably ones like XRP that's dealing with central bank digital currencies, right? Probably ones like Quant that's dealing with central bank digital currencies. Of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum, because we know Bitcoin's worldwide. We got countries like Bhutan mining it. We got Ethereum. We already know what's going down there with JP Morgan, right? So yeah, Babe King. Yeah, so they own the chunk. They own the chunk. So I don't know if that doesn't make you excited about XRP. I know the argument always gets and always becomes, right? Like, well, why not, like, if you're into that, like, why not just go with the traditional system? Then you have to really understand, okay, well, if Ethereum's in the hands of JP Morgan and the people at Davos control like Chainlink and Quant and Hedera, then a lot of the top 100 cryptos are in the hands of those type of people. It just is. It just is. And if you really boil down money to what it is, you realize that all of it's in the hands of those type of people. So unless you're just gonna buy Bitcoin for the rest of your life and do like bartering and trading, you're in this traditional system. You're going to continue to be in this traditional system. So why not buy XRP, right? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about that. What is up, Crypto in Focus? Okay, gotcha. I will keep that in mind. Shout out to, we had a couple people join this week. Italia Grape was one of them. Shout out to you, Italia Grape, and Steve was another. Shout out to you. Did I just freeze up here? Am I still frozen? So shout out to you guys who joined the Patreon. Less than a cup of coffee, guys. Um, am I still frozen? Please let me know. I'm gonna move on, and I'll come back and check and see if I'm still frozen. Um, but yeah, here, guys. Okay, good. Now, what's up? Go New Wave. What is going on? So, what I want to look at here is we've had some things kind of like pop off out here, like as far as Bitcoin goes in the stock world. Okay, so is that a harbinger of what's to come in the crypto world? Is this letting us know that maybe these Bitcoin ETFs, the approval is right around the corner? Is is that what it's letting us know? Let's just take a look at this, okay? Stock I've been talking about for a while on here, right? Clean Spark. Really lovely gains here. I do expect it to go further. However, I gave my Patreon people a bonus post of two of these two stocks that I think might have a little bit more meat on their bones than CleanSpark at the moment, but I do expect CleanSpark to go further. Um, but yeah, CleanSpark. Let's let's look at where it's been. Like I think for the last like 2 weeks, it's been on fire. Um, it's not the only one. Let's go to the weekly. Let's let it load up here. Okay, that's a little bit too much. It's not showing exactly what I would want us to see here. Let me go back to the daily. If this takes too long, I'm going to move back over to Benzinga Pro. Shout out to my guys at Benzinga. Let's go over here to Benzinga Pro then. Okay, so let's look at the last 3 months showing. So look at that. June 16th. Skyrocket. Almost darn near like 70%. Clean Spark's not the only one. You come over here and look at Coinbase. We'll have similar action. Look at that. Went from about $56 all the way to 90. That's a good, what, over 50%? But wait, that's not the only one. Mara. So is it telling us something about Bitcoin? if these guys went on this like torrid upswing, whereas in the crypto world, Bitcoin had, for the most part, has just kind of stayed within the 30 to 31 area. Like we did get to, the high of 31, right? But we stalled out there. Maybe pretty soon here, we're gonna pick up and go past 31. Okay. And shout out to the CryptoVisor podcast. I know CryptoVisor, he was talking about today that someone in the news said maybe 50K Bitcoin before the year's out. That'd be something. That'd be something. But yeah, um, I just showed you guys 3 different examples. Go 4. Let's go riot taking off. Um, I'm thinking this is really like a harbinger of something to come for Bitcoin. And we're going to see it happen in the crypto market very soon. Very soon. What do you guys think about that? What's up, XLM Holder? What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? High on XLM, by the way. When this whole central bank of international settlement thing comes, January 1st, 2025, you best believe they're probably going to be buying some XLM too. We've been over that, the reason why that I think that as well. But let's go over here. Okay, let's get this question from Crypto in Focus. What's up, Rude? Take your when you take your questions, is Casper gonna be a blue chip? Okay, I'm gonna see what Earthman says here. Shout out to Earthman. And what's up, Kareem Thomas? Thanks again. Oh, we gotta. I'm gonna get to your question, Crypto in Focus, but just want to tell you how long I've been on this. And Kareem Thomas is letting you know right here. Thanks again for the early alpha on Clean Spark stock, up 250% overall. Shout out, shout out. That's what we do. That's what we do. All right. I'm happy to hear that for you, Kareem. I know you've been on my channel for a while too, watching my channel. So I'm glad that happened, brother. I'm really, really glad that happened, brother. So let's get to Caspa. I think, okay, so I'm not gonna say that it will be a blue chip, but I'm gonna say that what I'm kind of expecting for to happen to Caspa is something similar to what just happened to what is the coin? Raditz. Or Raditz. I might be saying that wrong. Let's look at it on the chart though. No, why this chart is taking so long to come up. Okay, there we go. I know the CEO of Uphold was really touting Caspa. So I think Caspa does have a big following behind it. So that's really something to look out for. Why is it spooling like this? Jeez. Okay. So let's look at Raditz and what kind of happened to it, right? So it kind of dumped out all of its gains right now. It's sitting at 5 cents, 5.5 cents, if you will. But let's go to the day chart. Let's get rid of moon phases right now. But look at what we just had happen with it. It went from about 5 cents, ripped. Okay, no, this is the one here. This is April. That's been April already. Oh man. Okay, so I didn't realize that was this much time has passed. 4 months already. Jeez. But anyways, went from 4 cents, ripped all the way to 14. And this is why you kind of take some profit, right? Went on a huge rip, only to dip down here to oversold, and then it oversold, it bounced back up to overbought, and it's going back down again. But yeah, I'm expecting this type of rip from it. Let's come over here and look at it on a day chart. There are rumors out there that Coinbase might list this. So you can see here, yep. So it went from oversold, overbought, didn't quite make it all the way down to oversold again. So yeah, yeah, and I like the fact that it combines both the DAG type of speed and scalability with also being mineable. So it has the mineable security. Um, so blue chip might be a strong word, but I really do think we have a surge in it, a la what we just saw with Raditz XRD. So yeah, I'm building a bag. I'm building bags in can't talk today. I'm building bags in Caspa. I'm not quite totally where I want to be with my bag there yet. I want to build a little bit more, but I'm definitely building that bag. See if we got anybody over on the Rokfin side. I hope it is recording properly. But let's see here. What's up, Richard Judge? So Earthman, it says March 23, FASB issued exposure draft accounting guidance for crypto assets. Comments from industries due by. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Earthman. If you can clarify that for me, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, guys. So yeah, if something does kind of pop off here with Bitcoin, um, I'm still kind of I'm dollar cost averaging a little bit into Bitcoin now, which isn't too bad. Like, but if I kind of look over here and look at my Clean Spark, it would have been better off to put those gains into Clean Spark, right? Or to put that money into Clean Spark and move it over. And I told you guys the reason why I was going so heavy on Clean Spark was because I would get higher gains. But I still was like, okay, let's balance the portfolio out. And that chew that that proved to be quote unquote the wrong decision. So that's why it's so tough. Check out my episode a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago where someone asked me how I would split up 15K per month. That's why those type of things are so tough, because unless you assume no trading, like, you're almost always better to go with the thing that you think is going to have the quick move if you're at that part of your trading journey, and then just say, okay, quick move happened, I'm taking profits, and then I'm splitting up into my 4 or 5 things that I want to split up into. So I think on that day, on that episode, at least one of the things, I won't spoil it all. So if you haven't watched it, you can go back and look at it. One of the things I at least said was XRP. So we did splitting it 4 ways, which is 25%. Um, and then we did splitting it 5 ways, which is 20% for each lane. And one of those things was XRP. But it's like kind of at the end of the day, like, you really want to go with the thing you think is the easiest money. And then eventually, once you're done with the easiest money thing and that easy money thing had its move, then you move that money to your blue chip. Like coming up here and this next bull run, and then I'm going to probably move my earnings into Bitcoin, ETH, and a couple other really big blue chips, but for sure Bitcoin and ETH, right? So that's what's going to be the hardest thing coming up, guys, is to take profits in these bull runs. If we come over here and look, it goes back to things like the hermetic principles, stuff like that. Every time they try to convince you that there's not going to be, this time's different. It's a super cycle. um, but every time it seems like, if we zoom out here, here we just kind of had a blow off top here, and that was pretty much it until the next halving. Here we had distinctly like 2 years of bull run, and like, what is this? Like a year bear, only to kind of come back up here and prepare for the next bull run. So really gonna have to be cognizant coming up here in this next bull run, whenever it happens, to start taking some profits towards the top. One of the things you can kind of look at here is these oversold points with the RSI. You can see here they're kind of on the day chart. They're kind of big tip-offs on when, hey, maybe it's time to start doing some selling and preserve your profit. You can see that. You can see that every time we've hit kind of a top, a tippity top, that's exactly when we've hit the oversold points. And this might even be more aware if you do like the week chart. So oversold, like right here for sure. Oversold again. Yeah, so it's even more pronounced on the week charts. So just use these week charts and these day charts and the RSI as a guide for when, hey, maybe it's time to start taking some profits. Not financial advice. This is just kind of what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you guys, right? Um, because believe me, I get swept up in this stuff too, right? Um, but the most important thing for them is to take profits. Because guess what? After this bull run, we're going to hit another bear run and have to start this jump all over again. So it's really, really, really important to take profits. Okay. Bull run, bear run cycles, just like summer, winter's, fall, and spring, right? That's just what it is. It's the nature of things. What's up, Cryptwork? Basically, accounting departments in America, domiciled banks are getting ready to custody crypto. Yes, exactly, bro. Exactly. Sorry if that clap was too loud. My bad. Buddy was in a meeting where entire slide was presented, going up, not back down. Yes, they're getting ready to custody crypto. Um, I had a slide on that some other show where it said just that. Yes, banks are getting ready to custody crypto. So all this time we've been hearing these lies, right? All this time we've been hearing these lies from BlackRock, from all these different financial institutions that, oh, crypto's a scam, crypto's a scam. Trust your money, trust your money. And they're getting ready to custody crypto, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, yeah, we're just gonna be really sitting pretty here in a couple years, guys. Like the opportunity is gonna be so nuts. Um, and I'm glad you guys are here along for the ride here. Um, with October 22 announcement by Bank of Mellon announcing custody for 90 for customers, 90% of the largest banks in the world. This is the liquidity that will allow for massive liquidity, but do take profits. Yes, 100%, bro, 100%. Um, and this is the thing that people are missing. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what it was. We were looking at a Paul Barron network show, and he was talking about how banks are trying to take custody of crypto now. So this is where we're headed. Um, it's just going to be a wonderful thing. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing when we're looking up and Stellar, XRP, Quant, different things like that are going to be skyrocketing. Bitcoin, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Um, I can't say enough. I can't really say it. I can't say enough about that. So yeah, man, I definitely think we're going at least to the 180 to 250 area with Bitcoin. And right here, this is going to be a really big point here. When central banks start buying the crypto, like just like you said, right now the banks themselves are getting ready to custody crypto. This is going to be on, and people are going to be buying our bags, guys. Sadly, but that's where it's headed. But yeah, guys, just a quick one today. I wanted to share that Red Shield information with you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow at 6 o'clock. If there are any questions, please bring them for tomorrow. And also, I'll be around in the Telegram. You guys have a really good one. Glad for you guys who caught it live. Thank you so much. And you guys who are watching the recording, I really appreciate y'all. Have a good one, guys. Peace.